Delight. Delight. Good evening, friends. Good evening, neighbors. Good evening, all you brave souls who came out into this delightful winter wonderland. And if you keep saying that, you'll believe it. I'm Liz McLeod. I'm the house manager here at the Strand, and we are really happy to bring you... There it is! All right. Somebody paid the bill finally. I'm very glad that that happened. Actually, I understand that the power is out in a good part of Rockland tonight. So we may be having some people come as the show goes on who figured they don't have anything else to do. So it'll be nice to have them with us tonight as well. Anyway, I'm Liz McLeod. I'm your house manager here at the Strand. And before we commence this evening's performance, we have a few quick commercial announcements. Ooh, what's this? Oh, it's a secret song title going to the bin here. This is a great big glass globe full of creative talent. And we're looking forward to hearing some of your works brought to life this evening. Anyway, before we begin the show tonight, I do have some commercial announcements that I have to deal with. So if you'll excuse me while I concede to the vicissitudes of age here. Rockland bifocals, folks. Anyway, utility belt, just like Batman. Anyway, we have a lot of things coming up for you here at the Strand. Coming up Sunday night, that is this very Sunday night, following our regular motion picture presentations, we will present Hollywood's biggest show. Now, the Copyright Patrol of the Motion Picture Academy of Arts and Sciences won't permit me to say the actual word, but you know what I mean. Sunday night, it'll be here on the big screen. Come and jeer and cheer your favorite stars as they stand there and say inconsequential things until midnight. It'll be a lot of laughs, a lot of fun, and we encourage you to dress up and really, you know, get those winter blues out. Because let's face it, this is not a time of year when we do much glittering, unless we're chipping ice off the windshield. And that's not the kind of glitter that we really feel. So, anyway, Sunday night at 8 o'clock. We will see you here, and we will be here until the bitter end. So it'll be a very interesting evening for all. A lot of other things coming up this month. We have on February 28th, this is going to be a great show. Our Strand Family Series continues with Jazzy Ash and the Leapin' Lizards. That is real New Orleans jazz, and they're going to get up here and they're going to swing, and it's going to be a great show, and it's going to be a pay-as-you-like show. You pay whatever you want, $0, $5, $10, $20. You can sign your house over to us, whatever you want. You can put it right in the till, and we'll let you in and see the show, and it's going to be great. It's one of our Strand Family Series that we produce in conjunction with local schools, and we'll have a lot of kids in here the day before that performance, and it'll be just a lot of fun for everybody. And if there's any ice left outside, it will be thoroughly melted by these sprightly young performers who will very much enjoy that show. Coming up also, this is a new schedule, and the ink isn't dry yet. It kind of sticks together. There we go. We have on February 13th, this is something great, and the performer is actually with us tonight. I want you to give him a big hand. How the Matriarchal Minoans Began Western Civilization and Why They Disappeared. A lecture by Roger Dell. Now, Roger, of course, is a prominent local figure who was affiliated with a certain art museum that shall be nameless. And he is now out on his own as a freelance, and he is a novelist now. He has written an exciting novel called Calliste, and she will be selling copies out in the lobby after the lecture. And I have seen the lecture. It is tremendously interesting. So please come and see this. You will really be glad you did, because after all, Western civilization. Am I right? All right. And Camden Conference will be here February 21st and through the 23rd. Speaking of Western civilization, we'll be enjoying that. A lot of live shows coming up. We have Kat Edmondson, who is going to take the Great American Songbook out for a walk and sing some great tunes from the 30s, 40s, 50s, and into the 21st century. And you will hear them done as they should be done. That is on March 20th. Then on March 28th, we're going to hear Alex Cuba, Latin Grammy winner, who will bring sweet melodies, pop soul hooks, and powerful guitar riffs, no less. April 4th, Joshua Davis. April 17th, Mike Ferris. April 24th, Judith Owen. And July 24th, our old friend Paula Poundstone will be at. And that will be the end of the commercials for this evening. Because we have something that you're really going to enjoy, ladies and gentlemen, would you please enjoy and clap and be ready to be entertained by Broadway's next hit musical.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 181st Annual Broadway's Next Hit Musical Phony Awards. And now, please welcome to the stage your MC for the evening, Mr. Pat Swearingen.
Hello! Hi! Woo! Ow! 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 Hi! Hello, Rockland!
This is 181st Annual Phony Awards, and especially in this weather, thank you for coming out in this weather. That was very nice of you. We almost didn't make it ourselves. A, because of the weather, and B, because we popped up to Canada, because some of the people of the cast never been to Canada. They wanted to pick up some souvenirs, you know, Labatt's Blue, maple syrup, health insurance, the little things that you like to have around the house, little tchotchkes. I love this city, I really do. I think it's beautiful. I think it's, even with the ice covering it, I think it's one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been in. And you guys, in March 2008, you were named a designated Coast Guard city. Did you know that? Oh, yeah, give it a round of applause. Yes. Because of the long-standing, in quote, special relationship you have with the Coast Guard. We get it, you like sailors. Don't gussy it up with a title. We have Fleet Week. You guys do it all year round. Good for you. Main export? Lobster. Yeah, or as I like to call it, the rich man's monkfish. I'm broke. I'm from New York City, so I feel at home around crime. You don't have a lot of it here, but I was doing my research, so I did find one crime that happened recently. These guys, did you read about this? They stole a boat just to sink it. It's some sort of silly bozo vengeance crime. Did you see this? It was a lobster boat. The name of the lobster boat was the Rotten Hog. And they sunk it at a place called Cow Island. Lobster, hog, cow, E-I-E-I-O. Seriously, folks, do you name anything after people up here? Is George Orwell in the house? No, he's not. That's right. Do you know who George Orwell is? No. The youth. I tried to do more research. I couldn't really get very good service on my what. You guys should put up a cell phone tower. Seriously, what's going on? What's the holdup? I'm with you. If you're protesting against it, I'm with you because I'm not very good with technology. I'm not. Up until 2 weeks ago, I thought Snapchat was something you put in your litter box. I didn't know. I don't know what it is. Beautiful theater, though, and I want to give this is a very real shout out to the Dondas family, the Simmons family, and the Friends of the Strand Theater for keeping it going all these years. Give yourself a round of applause for them. This is so important. This is very important that this theater is here. I'm glad it's here. And you're coming up on your 100th anniversary of a movie being shown here, February 21st, 1923. That was the first movie shown here. It was called My Wild Irish Rose. Yeah, which coincidentally enough, most of the cast has been drinking since 4 o'clock this afternoon. So this is going to be a bumpy ride. It'll be a fun, interesting show. And they showed a film here. Jack Dempsey and Gene Tunney, they used to film their bouts, and those films would tour the countryside. And people would come out and see those films, and that film was shown, one of those films was shown right here in the theater. Pretty cool. Yeah, people left their houses to go watch a video of 2 grown men fighting. Now we just turn on C-SPAN. You know what I mean? That'd be exactly. Folks, I feel like I've left you wanting so much more. You can't have musical theater without music. Please give it up for our musical director, Asaf Gleisner! Salt, how you like the weather? Great. If levity is the soul of wit, Asaf is the funniest person on this stage tonight, folks. By a round of applause, how many of you have heard of the Tony Awards? We have an award that's bigger than the Tonys, the Academy Awards, and the Emmy Awards combined. And why is that, you may be asking yourself? It's because you get to decide who the winner is. I'm talking, of course, about the illustrious Phony Award! That's right, folks. You are going to hear 4 songs from musicals that were the brightest of this past season and the classics of tomorrow. Songs like How Cold Can It Get? Pretty cold. Yes, songs like that, folks. You will vote for your favorite winner after hearing 4 of those songs, and that winner will receive a full production at the end of our second half of our show. Are you ready to get started? Very nice. Because tonight, we have 4 of New York City's finest improvisers, and 3 of them are very talented. Oh, very nice, folks. And remember, I just wanted to point this out. All of tonight's ideas and inspirations are coming from you guys, you know? So if you see something that's not that good or it's not that funny, it's your fault. Not us. We're out of here. We're going to cut and run right after this. Folks, our first presenter. Oh my God. Have you guys heard of Hamilton? So is he. Yeah. Please welcome to the stage, Stephen Schick!
Ladies and gentlemen, I am so honored to be here with you in Rockland this evening. And if you needn't have laughed, it was an honest statement. And if you'll indulge me, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to tell you a story. It's a story of a young boy. This boy was shy, he was awkward, but he loved to sing. And one day, he finally summoned the courage to audition for his first musical. And the rest, as they say, was history. Ladies and gentlemen, that boy was my Uber passenger last night. Speaking of things that are going places, ladies and gentlemen, I am so proud to be presenting tonight's first nominated song. That song is All I Want for Christmas is Electricity. And here's the incredible thing about this musical, ladies and gentlemen. It's set right here in Rockland. Known far and wide as the Rockland musical. All I Want for Christmas is Electricity is from the musical You Want Power? Nope. You Want Power? Nope. As I said, is set right here in Rockland, Maine. It is a classic, heart-warming Christmas story. It tells the story of one man's quest to build a giant Christmas tree out of lobster traps, and how he needs electricity to do that. In order to transport everything, to get all the logistics, in order for the lights to happen. You know, it's all about the light show, the laser lights reflecting off of the lobsters in just the right way to create that Christmas effect. I play this man, ladies and gentlemen, and in the scene in which I sing the song, All I Want for Christmas is Electricity, I'm gathered with my wife, my young son, and this is a real low moment. It's a real low moment where I feel like I'm just not going to be able to pull it off. And so this is almost like a prayer to the gods of Christmas, wishing against all odds that a Christmas miracle will happen in Rockland and we'll actually have electricity in the middle of winter for more than 3 hours at a time. So ladies and gentlemen, prepare to open up this gift of musical greatness as we now present the song, All I Want for Christmas is Electricity, from the musical You Want Power? Nope.
Honey? Daddy? Honey? Daddy?
Alice?
Sweetie? Daddy?
Timothy? Timothy?
Daddy?
Are you here?
Daddy?
I feel like I'm standing on the precipice of a great void.
John, don't take a step. I feel like I'm standing on the top of a staircase, Daddy. Honey, we've got to find those candles and those matches.
All I know is that I'm holding a live lobster right now.
Honey! Oh my goodness! Here's a candle. Oh, sweetie.
Oh, sweetheart.
You've grown since the power went out. That's what happens. It's like you say, Mom, when you sleep, you grow. Yeah. And all I've been doing is sleeping because it's dark. You know, it's always dark inside your eyelids, honey. It is. Mm-hmm.
You know where else it's always dark?
Rockland.
And in my soul, Alice.
Daddy.
In my soul, it's always dark.
Daddy, did you mail that letter I told you to mail?
I sure did, Timothy.
Yay.
I put it in the mailbox.
Yay.
And then the postal worker came and picked it up.
Yay.
out of the mailbox. And then the postal worker got in her government Tesla and couldn't go anywhere, so the letter never got to the North Pole.
Thomas, your father is having a breakdown, dear.
This time I'm doing this intentionally.
I didn't write a letter to Santa. I wrote a letter to Elon Musk. That's a good idea. I figured if he could give us electricity since Thomas Edison's dead. If anyone could, Elon Musk could.
You're so smart and you're so hopeful.
I just want to have a good Christmas. Honey, we'll have Christmas. You don't need lights for Christmas. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you're right, honey. You do need lights for Christmas. There's going to be no Christmas tree lights blinking on and off in random patterns, and there'll be no star up on the tree either, dear. Then it won't be Christmas after all. I'll never see a Christmas.
Timothy, don't let, no, please,
Go to sleep,
please,
dear.
no.
Sleep.
That is incredible how he does that. I can't let him wake up without seeing that tree in the middle of town.
What can we do? Thomas, it's dark.
We can believe. We can believe in the Christmas spirit, Alice.
Okay.
I don't want a fancy car. I don't want to have 3 drinks at a bar. I don't want people to remember me as a failure, be someone more. I don't want to fail this time. I don't want to commit a crime. I don't, even though I don't know what's in store. All I want for, all I want for, all I want for Christmas. All I want for, all I want for, all I want for Christmas is electricity. moment that I just give up and lie down on the ground. I don't want this to be the moment that I don't listen when I hear that Christmas beckoning sound. I don't want this to be the moment where Rockland goes back to 1802. I don't want this to be the moment where I disappoint the two of you. 'Cause all I want for Christmas, all I want for Christmas is electricity.
For Christmas is electricity from the musical You Want Power? Nope. You know, I'm honored to work with this cast because when it comes to these performances, they dive in. They go all the way. They do their homework. I mean, did you notice the authentic Maine accents? It sounded just like the Midwest. You guys didn't even know you sounded like that, did you? Amazing work, guys, amazing. We'll talk after the show. And whoever left the helium tank backstage, could we not do that anymore, please? This cast gets into things. Folks, our second presenter, you can see them 8 times a week on Broadway, trying not to get hit by a bus. Please put your hands together for Matt Geronimo!
Oh, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I am truly #blessed to be here this fine evening to sing for you this nominated song. Now, ladies and gentlemen, full disclosure. The last time that I sang this song, half of the audience left. But it was in that moment that I realized that this song has the power to move large numbers of people. It's a song that you know and love, that you hum in the car and sing in the shower. Of course, that song is "Don't serve the turkey yet, Grandma. I don't think the old bird's dressed." Don't serve the turkey yet, Grandma. I don't think the old bird's dressed. Comes to us from the musical Stuffed. Stuffed is a wonderful family tale of what happens when a large dysfunctional family gets together after a long time to share in each other's company. Interestingly enough, this musical takes place during Thanksgiving. I know the last one was during Christmas. This one is Thanksgiving. Fingers crossed there will not be an Easter musical. Just a thought. So this takes place during Thanksgiving, and this is it's basically the story of a dysfunctional family, and wow, this is "Don't serve the turkey yet, Grandma. I don't think the old bird's dressed." This song takes place in the house, as opposed to outside, and So in the scene where this song is sung, I play a man who has a very, very overbearing wife who no one really enjoys. My grandmother, this is her favorite thing to do, which is bringing the whole family together. And after years and years of bitterness and resentment, I'm still married to this same old lady. And I didn't want to bring her to anything, but I had to because it's Thanksgiving. And no one in my family likes my wife, ladies and gentlemen, both on stage in this musical and off stage. But in the scene is basically my overbearing wife continuing to be overbearing and taking her time doing everything, and the rest of my family and I are kind of making fun of her through the door as she's getting ready for this Thanksgiving feast. So, ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on what you're about to see, and let's hope this all works out. As we listen to the song, "Don't Serve the Turkey Yet, Grandma, I Don't Think the Old Bird's Dressed," from the musical Stuffed.
Well, Mark says he's driving up from Bangor. But of course he's late because he's always late.
Yeah, he had to go stop at Bar Harbor.
He stopped at Bar Harbor and Lewiston. That's another place.
He did do that, Grandma. He did do that.
Yeah, he did. He does it every time.
You guys are so lame with your northern Maine accents. You gotta come down to southern Maine. That's where the scene is, all right?
Whatever, New Hampshire. Why don't you get off that iPhone and get into some family spirit, huh?
Because this family is so lame. And my buddies were going skiing this weekend at Sugarloaf, and I can't go with them because I'm stuck with you.
All right, well, look, we got a fire. We might not have electricity, but we'll make do.
Grandma, I love what you're doing with all the food, and now I'm from Brooklyn, but that's fine. Grandma, thank you so much for having everything together for the family and bringing us all together. I'm sorry that my wife is still just being the worst.
No, listen, I understand.
I'm right here. I can hear you. I'm not a lamppost.
She's always been the worst. There's nothing you have to apologize for that you shouldn't have apologized for years ago.
I can hear you.
Look.
No, you look.
All right.
Look at your sink. It's filthy.
That's
filthy dirty.
It's a sink.
It's a sink.
It, by design, sinks are filthy until you wash the sink.
Yeah, and if you're the lady of the house, maybe you should do a little scrubbity scrub.
Hey, don't talk to my grandma like that.
I will talk to her the way I talk to you. So sit down.
Gwendolyn? Gwendolyn?
Oh, I don't even like that name.
May I speak to you over here in the kitchen, which is quite close to the living room?
It's just the doorway with no door.
Don't go, I'm totally Instagram storying this. Come on.
Gwendolyn?
Yes!
Ever since my dear departed husband died many years ago,
God rest his soul.
God rest his soul,
God rest his soul.
I've been here in this house, keeping house for my family the way that a natural woman does.
She has gotten a lot of plastic surgery lately, Grandma. She has.
And the last thing that I need is for you to come in here with your uppity attitude. Now, it's been 10 years we've been dealing with this. Enough is enough. I'll be making the turkey now, and by the time that thing is cooked, I expect you to cool down. You understand?
Well, I'm pretty hot and bothered, and it takes a lot longer than 45 minutes to take a turkey. So if you don't start making that turkey yesterday, it's not going to be ready today. You can serve it if you want. It's going to be completely raw and tasteless. Just saying.
Do something about this before your brother Mark gets here from Bangor.
Do something about this before I divorce
He told me
you.
he was trying to go park the car near Harvard Yard, but you can't park your car in Harvard Yard because Harvard Yard's not a parking lot.
Not to mention it's nowhere near Maine.
I know.
Are we gonna have dinner or what?
All right, family, pull it together.
You guys are so embarrassing.
Gwendolyn, please go get changed. You got my grandmother enraged. This happens every year. We never have any cheer. And she's finally serving. My grandma, she always talking how my driving's always bad. And I just want some quiet man who'll make me glad. But every time I find a place to be, she finds some reason to stand right there. She's always with her lipstick and her hair, and I'm the one who's always looking the mess. So it might be fine and it might be clear, but after this night no one will want you here. And though I once loved you, now I do not. So let's get that turkey and not make rot. I just want someone to finally say, for Gwendolyn to just go away. But there's no way that I could be the rest. So let's get this party going here and now. I'll sit down in the kitchen next to one fat cow. So Grandma, get that turkey breast, 'cause this old bird is not their dress.
Oh my God. Wow. Ah. Don't serve the turkey yet, Grandma. I don't think the old bird's dressed. From the musical Stuffed. Hey, we're getting there with the accents, right? Although I did hear someone was from Brooklyn, I think, in that last one, which was great.
Brooklyn, Maine.
Brooklyn, Maine. You get there on the Q train, that's right. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but really traditional Thanksgiving dinners, everyone just stands up. There's no furniture, you don't sit down, you don't use chairs, even though chairs are on stage. Cass doesn't like to use chairs, I guess. I don't know. I just want to remind you that everythth here is being made possible by the tinklings of the ivory of one softball Eisner! Rocking that hat. Folks, I'll tell you what. Have you heard of cats? Yes. Our next presenter has several. Please, welcome to the stage, Miss Deborah Bye!
Thank you for staying, everyone. What a great honor it is for you to be here tonight in Rockland, Maine, where musical theater was born and died, but will be born again tonight in this nominated song, a song which each and every time I sing it feels like the very first time. And of course that song is The Theater Seat Squeaks. The theater seat squeaks comes to us from the musical Haunted Theater. The musical Haunted Theater is a ghostly, ghastly musical of possession. And what that possession will do between the world of beyond and the world of reality right here. The Haunted Theater, it tells the story of a theater that is haunted. You saw that one coming? Yes, it tells the story of a beautiful theater in a really tiny, tiny town. In fact, it's the only theater in town, and the town is, sadly, the town is dying, believe it or not. And everybody's closing up shop, and they're leaving town and selling their businesses to this big corporate entity that wants to take over the town, rename it, and make it, you know, almost like Las Vegas. And it's the story of this theater. The theater owner who owns the theater is trying to sell the theater to this corporate entity, except there's a problem. The theater is haunted, and it doesn't want to be sold. So the ghosts that inhabit the theater don't want to be gotten rid of. And it's the story of how the theater owner actually ends up, you know, having a relationship with the ghosts, and they find a way towards the end where the theater is able to be sold and the ghosts find their way to the next dimension where they're supposed to be. And in this song, the song that I sing, is "The Theater Seat Squeaks." And this is the song that I sing when the corporate entity has come to look over the theater and some crazy things start happening in the theater. And this is the song that I am singing to try to justify to them why some weird stuff is going on in the theater. Of course, it's, you know, possessed, but I don't want to tell them that. Ladies and gentlemen, clearly that's enough. But is it? I think not. Because one of the things I forgot to mention to you about this musical, The Haunted Theater, is what made it so unique and memorable. It was the way that the actors moved their bodies in the musical, the way they moved their arms and legs, the dance, if you will. And in the industry, we call that choreography. You're welcome. And I discovered tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is a you're not going to believe this. The choreographer of this musical, The Haunted Theater, is here tonight, yes, at the Phony Awards in Rockland, Maine. I have no idea how they made it here. I mean, the roads are treacherous, but they made it here to the Phony Awards. And it would be wrong of me not to acknowledge their presence, because them being here is a celebration for us all. There you are. Put your hand just like this. Yeah, no, it's you. You can act humble, but you know it's you. Stand up and accept your applause. Oh, it's so joyful to see you again. No, stay standing. I'm not done with you. Up, get up. Up, get up. Up, get up. Oh, yes. It's so good to almost see you again. Yes, thank you for dressing up. It is the Phony Awards. Now, you and I have spent so much time in the rehearsal room together going over this choreography for hours and hours. You're a real taskmaster. It is exhausting for everyone. So it is quite clear to everybody here. They can all tell that I know your name. But if you wouldn't mind telling everyone else your name, that would be lovely.
I don't know.
Your real name, you.
Alan.
Alan! Alan, you know, I hate to put you on the spot. I hate to.
Sure you are.
But if you wouldn't mind, right from where you are, showing us that one signature dance move. It would be... we spent all that time together, so here we go. It's the one with your arms and your legs, your body. You know the one. Here we go. Let's see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Folks, here it is.
Here it is. Alan, you make it look so easy. Thank you, Alan. We're all better for that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, beware those sounds you hear. Beware those smells you smell. It is time to listen to the song, The Theater Seat Squeaks, from the musical, The Haunted Theater. Hello, Mr. Elmsford. Yes, I'm so glad that you're able to come to the theater, as all the rest of the establishments in this town have sadly died. And I am looking very much forward to selling it to you.
Well, Mrs. Ambrose, I could not be more excited.
Yes, Mr. Elmsford, what a joy it will be. So
May I peruse?
peruse. Mr. Elmsford, you can peruse this entire theater. You can go here or there or wherever. There are so many places to look.
Look at that!
Yes, there's lots of them.
This is going to be... Oh,
Now, my son was playing outside.
came back in, did
Came
he?
back in.
They'll do that.
They do.
I used
Children.
to have children as well.
Absolutely. Oh, Mother, may I show you the other parts of the theater? Mother, may I? It's like a children's game.
You crazy theater people.
There's no business like
Not
it.
show business, that's true.
That's
This is
right.
going to be a wonderful TJ Maxx.
It is, Mr. Elmsford. Once you take out all of the curtains and the carpeting in the
Well, I'll tell you, Mrs. Ambrose, I'm ready to sign today. I have the papers right here in my pocket.
Oh,
And I have
wonderful.
a pen in my other pocket.
Good. Would you like to sit down in a chair? Would you like to sit down in a chair? Because this chair is for sitting.
That's odd.
It's we have a lift system with the furniture. It's like a fly.
Mrs. Ambrose, I'll be honest with you.
Yes.
I'm beginning to have second thoughts.
No. What?
I usually stick with only the first ones, but this time...
No. Mr. Elmsford, let me assure you, this theater has had some of the most.
Why is that curtain moving, Mrs.
Let me
Ambrose?
shut that door.
Mrs. Ambrose,
Just a
is there
breeze.
something going on here that I should know about?
Here? Or
Here, Mrs.
Here.
Ambrose.
Here.
Don't play your twisty games with me, Ambrose. What is those strange discordant notes playing? I hear a piano playing.
it's the house music. I wanted you to get a feel of it. Just sit down. Sit down. Sit down, Mr. Elmsford. Just sit down, house.
Mrs. Ambrose. What's that?
This is a note from far beyond. This is a note that I was blonde long time ago when the theater opened. This is a time when papers will be signed. This is a time, no, I'm not blind. This is a time where the theater is closing. Stay seated on that seat. No, it can't be beat. Oh, please don't take a peek, 'cause no, there's nothing to see. Please listen to me. If you sit, that theater seat squeak.
I hear it. I hear it.
No, there's nothing in this place to see. No, believe me, yes, you must believe me. This theater was made to belong to you. I can see the future and I know it to be like a suture for the past and the present to be. Take
the show Haunted Theater. They used a chair. I say it here, it shows up in the next scene. Sailboat. And wasn't that the kid in the first scene too? Wasn't he making a cameo? Rich people trying to take over a smaller town. The original name of that musical was Massachusetts Creep. Thank you. Woo! Let's get him! Folks, our fourth presenter. First off, oh yeah, let me remind you, we're getting ready to vote, so make sure you're taking mental notes, take them on your phone, I don't care, just make sure you're keeping track which musicals you like. And our fourth presenter, pretty cool, they were recently mentioned in Dance Digest magazine as a very good singer. Please put your hands together for Rob Schiffman!
Ladies and gentlemen, every now and then a song comes along that changes the world. Changes the way we see ourselves and the way we choose to interact with those around us. It's extremely unlikely that this is one of those songs. But then in a long line of musical theater classics such as Summertime and Singin' in the Rain comes this new classic I know you know. The song I'm speaking of course, is penmanship. Not a big thing here in Rockland. That song, of course, is Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. Louis Capaldi wrote the title, Before You Go. However, the full title of the song is Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. Before You Go by Louis Before You Go by Louis Capaldi comes to us from the musical Don't Pass Me By. And Don't Pass Me By is a musical that spans multiple lifetimes. It's a story of reincarnation. And what it is, it's a story about a man who is in love with a woman. And every lifetime, he comes to the point at which he is going to get her. But in every single lifetime, this guy, Louis Capaldi, seems to get her. And the musical is about him living lives over and over and over again, trying to get it right. It's like Groundhog's Day, but it's Groundhog's life. And it's the story of how he ultimately tries to get her, and how he ultimately does get her, and what he has to change about himself in order to win her heart in the final life that he lives, because then he goes on to the next dimension with the ghosts from the theater. In the musical Don't Pass Me By, I play that man. In the scene in which I sing the song Before You Go by Louis Capaldi, this is when I get her. This is when I finally win her heart, and it's by being bold, and I'm finally able to do it. Now, the thing about the musical Don't Pass Me By that really grabbed the critics' attention, other than the obvious social relevance, was the lyrics. These lyrics were groundbreaking. This was the first musical to ever use adverbs. So now, we weren't just yearning, but we were yearning longingly. That's a big deal for an actor. There was one lyric in particular that every time I sang it, I just felt like this is poetry. This is Sondheim meets Shakespeare. It spoke truth. It spoke volumes. You know the lyric I'm speaking about. That lyric that just, everybody was putting it on their, they were tweeting it, that they were tattooing it, they were tweeting it. That music, oh boy. That lyric. See, this is why penmanship is important. This would have been the one. That lyric. Put the dice back in your pocket, mother. We're tired of your craps. Put the dice back in your pocket, mother. We're tired of your craps. Ladies and gentlemen, won't you come to me over the span of lifetimes as I present to you the song. Oh, I have to remember all this. Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. From the musical Don't Pass Me By, featuring the lyric, put the dice back in your pocket, mother. We're tired of your craps. Genevieve, do you recognize me? You do not recognize me?
Not exactly. You want a drink?
Of course
That's what
I
people
do.
come into the bar for, is for a drink.
That's what I came in for. They call you mother, don't they? Now. Because you had several children.
And I'm kind of everyone's mother here when they come to the bar.
Yes, you seem tired and weathered from a life that was hard-lived.
It takes a lot to have 7 children.
Yes,
Beer?
of course. That's enough. What?
It's a lot of head on top.
That's the only part I like. I'm vegan. Genevieve, I inquired about you. I hear you are engaged
I am.
to a man,
A man, yes, a man. I'm engaged to a man.
and this man,
His name is Rock.
is that his name or his nickname?
That's his real full name.
It is?
His first name is Rock.
His last name happened to be Capaldi? With a potential middle name of Louis?
His last name is Capaldi.
Have you ever asked about his middle name?
It's not something one typically asks.
Not when you don't care, when the relationship is wrong. No. But when the relationship is right, you know not only the middle name, but all of the middle names. Whether there's 1, 3, or 5. Apologies. Oh,
Babe, I'm just gonna go to Denny's. All right, babe? You want something at Denny's, babe?
Chicken fried steak.
Chicken fried steak, babe. Will do. That's the one.
It's steak, but it's chicken fried.
You know what? That's too confusing for me, babe.
How about some eggs?
Mr. Capaldi, you and I have met before.
I don't think so.
Because you don't remember it.
No.
You think I was crazy, but it was in a past life. It was in Macedonia in the 1400s.
Wait, what? Oh, what?
Macedonia, the 1400s. Isn't that where the matriarchal Minoans were from?
Get the rest of that kind of stuff. That's the largest word you ever said.
That's the one thing I say when anybody says I'm dumb. I just reference the matriarchal Minoans and then they shut up. Don't ask me another thing about the matriarchal Minoans. I know nothing. All I know is I'm getting. Wait, what am I getting?
Eggs.
No, too complicated.
Just go do what it is you have to do.
All right, babe. Love you.
Yes.
See you at the altar.
Yes.
You.
Nice to meet you, whoever you are.
Genevieve, I don't know how to explain this to you, but this is my last chance. After this, I will move on to another astral plane. All these years, and all these lifetimes, I have never said what I simply needed to say to you.
Well, if it takes another couple of beers to get you to say it, that's fine, because it's going to be closing time soon. So tick-tock.
Yes, tick-tock.
Tick-tock.
Tick-tock. Tick-tock goes the clock on the wall. Knick-knock goes my heart as I feel it all. And the years go by and the skies they fly and the world ascends. But one day you have got a chance, and the next day that chance does end. Before you go by, Louis Capaldi, make sure you see me and give me a try. Before you go by, Louis Capaldi, stay with me and let that baldy go by.
It's so confusing.
Wait, this isn't Dennis. Oh.
You've seen me before in the years in your dreams.
It's true.
I know that you can feel it. You feel it though it seems somehow mistaken. How could this be? And yet I am standing here, standing you and me. I tell you that it's true, that lifetimes will fly, but screw it, forget that Capaldi guy before you go by. Louis Capaldi, just see me and give me a try. Before you go by, Louis Capaldi, forget that baldy and give me a try. And so I tell it to you now, you gotta do it and do it here somehow. For life has before you, and we've just been running laps. This is now our time here, and so I say it with no fear. Put the dice away, mother, we're tired of your crap. Louis Capaldi, for all these years I swear I've reached, you know I have tried. Before you go by, Louis Capaldi, I am down on my knees, I'm begging you please, as old as the trees, as clear as the breeze, just let that Capaldi baldy go by.
Before You Go by Louis Capaldi. From the musical Don't Pass Me By. Matriarchal Minoans. Look at that. They're pretty smart. Not just eye candy. I don't know why we laughed at that, but that's okay. Such an old world vibe, too, for that musical, right? Especially that Denny's reference. I loved the old world European flavor. That was nice. Well, folks, I tell you what. We've come to the part of the show where it's time to vote. Yes! So, reach under your seats. There's a little electronic device, and if you find it... There's no electronic devices, folks. Seriously. Don't do what strangers tell you to do. What are you doing out there? You guys are good sports. Give yourselves a round of applause. You just did it again. Don't do what strangers tell you to do. We've got a lot of lessons to learn here tonight. There were so many worlds here tonight. I can't keep track of them. I'm getting old. So why don't we bring out our presenters one more time? Folks, we don't have electronic devices. We do everything by applause here. So if there's a musical that you sort of kind of like, but it wasn't your favorite, you're going to do a golf clap. Could you demonstrate for me that golf clap real quick? Perfect. You guys get sleepy. If there's a musical, though, that really knocked your socks off, I want you to clap like you're throwing kids in the air. Let me hear that clap. And that's what we're going to do. Our first musical tonight, ripped from today's headlines. One struggling family tries to spark the Christmas spirit with questionable accent work. The song was All I Want for Christmas is Electricity from the musical You Want Power? Nope. If this is your winner, vote now! All right. Next, our next world showed us another family trying to be thankful for each other despite their lack of furniture. The song was Don't Serve the Turkey Yet, Grandma. I don't think the old bird is dressed. From the musical Stuff. If this is your winner, vote now! Well, we know that Stefan lost. I'm sorry, Stefan. I'm sorry. I tell it like it is. I'm in New England now. Our third musical, one woman struggled to keep the ghosts of the past at bay and also the forces of capitalism. And they used chairs. The song was The Theater Seat Squeaks from the musical Haunted Theater. If this is your winner, vote now! And finally, folks, we explored a world where love travels over the centuries and lands at a Denny's. The song was Before You Go by Louis Capaldi, and the musical was Don't Pass Me By. If this is your musical, vote now! This is a tough one. And it's all up to me. This is where all the bribes come in, folks. And I'm gonna say tonight, Asaf, that the winner is the musical Don't Pass Me By! Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to say. This is such an honor. You know, so many musicals have been written about love over the generations, but none of them, I think, as powerful and poignant as Don't Pass Me By. You know, this is a bit of a hollow victory for me. I want to dedicate this award to my father. My dad died 10 years before I was born, and I never got to meet him. Dad
Dad was a love guy. He loved Mom for years and years and lifetimes, so he would have loved this one. I can't stand here and take all the credit, though. While I was fortunate enough to sing this wonderful, poignant song, Before You Go by Louis Capaldi, or Before You Go by Louis Capaldi, I was not the writer of this title. And coincidentally, the writer of this title, I believe, was actually named Louis Capaldi. Is Mr. Capaldi here in the audience? Are you here? No, I don't blame you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Folks, I've been in showbiz for 28 years. And I can read a crowd, and right now I'm registering rage and disgust. Yes, but it's okay. You're saying to yourself, hey, I spent time on my title. 3, perhaps 4 minutes, a lot of time. They didn't use it. I don't like this show. So I'm gonna play along with you kids. Get some of these out here for you. All right. Winter ice tobogganing. Robbins, where you at? Where you at? Is that you? Nice. Is this what you'd rather be doing right now, Robin? Easy name to remember, too. Robbins. Who are you? Robbins. Oh, rockin' Robin, no day long. Robbins. This is where they just give me coffee and I come out here. What's this one saying? They didn't put their name on it, probably for a reason. You got so many something and butts, you can kiss mine. Who wrote this? You're not, oh, I know you're not gonna stand there. I think that one word is something naughty. Okay. Red birds are funny and dumb. So there. Stella, where you at? I knew that was you. I knew it. Come here, Stella. Turn around, look at the audience. Give her a round of applause. Good. Nice. Don't hit me. Wow. The way you show affection, I thought I had family in town, Stella. My family's lovely. It's a showbiz joke. Nancy Dell, you'll never know. Nancy's angry. Where you at, Nancy? Where you at? Nancy, you have to call yourself out. I'm blind. Is that you? Where?
Right there.
Nancy, are you angry with someone?
No.
Sounds like you are. Send Robin after her. She doesn't put up with crap. I heard you were talking about Nancy. Okay, Trina. Gotta cross the icy street and I gotta pee. Gotta cross the icy street and I gotta pee. My name is Trina, and that's just me. Trina, did you get to pee? Where you at? Did you get to pee? I hope you got to pee. She's holding it. The crazy wind blew. Bill McAfee? The crazy wind blew her? I'm not even touching that up. You write your own jokes, folks. Oh, here's one. Okay. You stomped on my soul with your 2 left feet, and I doubt that I'll ever heal. It's already lyrical, just reading it. Also, it's about feet, and the person who wrote its last name is Footman. You can't make that up. Right? A Footman? A Footman, it says. Where you at, A Footman? Where you at? Call out. You're so shy. I'm sorry your heart got hurt. See, I can be a genuine guy. Heather. The whispery willows that remind me of your unwashed hair. Heather. You can do better, Heather. If they smell like patchouli, run! It's a hipster! Crazy days, sleepless nights. Crazy days and sleepless nights. Freddie Fender? Yeah? You just told me how old you are by saying that. The cold winter blues, we all got them. Snow in Rockland is fine. That's Elaine Nicholson. And she put an exclamation point. Snow in Rockland is fine. Elaine, I don't think it's fine. I think you're putting on a brave front. Here we go. I can't read that one. Naughty. Caleb, onions make me cry. Where you at, Caleb?
Woo-hoo, up here.
Up here? You're in the balcony?
That's fine.
What are you doing up there? Onions make you cry. Nice. This one just says, what's for dinner? Like, wrap it up there, show boy. We want to eat. I want to dance with somebody. Susanna, it's a Whitney Houston song. Come on! She's like, the greatest love of all. I get so emotional. I will always love you. Oh, God, the pressure! I'm gonna steal from Whitney Houston. This one, they didn't put their name in. Avocado toast of the town. Also about a hipster. You know, you can hear a hipster coming before you see him. It's like a whisper on the wind. It's like, Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders, Bernie Sanders. That's okay. That's as political as I get. Here's one. And your name is not Humpty Dumpty, by the way. But I like the title. You left potato chip crumbs in my bed to remember you by, and all I got was the salt. Oh my God. You should be friends with, what's her face? The one who dates the hipsters. Okay, here we go. Elaine just, say what? Say what? Pretty cool. And one last one. Pleasing Pickle Poppers by Megan. Megan, where you at? Hi, Megan. Pleasing Pickle Poppers. What does that mean? She has no idea. Megan's sitting alone. Well, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know, Megan. Oh my goodness, folks. I think we're almost there. I just have some house cleaning things that I'd like to tell you about. We've been recording tonight's performance. That's pretty cool. And if you want an MP3 of the winning song, you can give us your email address out in the lobby, or you can go to Broadway's Next Hit Musical, give us your email address there. You can also buy the whole musical if you would like to do that. Geez, what am I missing? I think that's about it, yeah? I think so. Folks, you cannot have, I tell you, every great musical has an overture. Every great musical does, and ironically, so does this one. So, please welcome back to the stage, Asaf Gleisner, as we present to you the world premiere of the musical, Don't Pass Me By! Thank you!
It is I,
Yes?
the court jester.
Ah, do tell me a joke, won't you? Lighten my heart, for my heart is but a bit heavy today.
All right.
1593.
It's from another county.
All right, a joke I shall tell you.
And I'll drink mead.
What did 0 say to 8?
I know not.
Nice belt.
Oh, very good.
I'm juggling. 0
Where
is
does the
an
ball
8
go?
without a belt. Juggling is easier without the actual balls. I tried it once with the balls, but they fell. I'm not that bold.
Ah, 'tis a sad thing, but yea, although my heart be but slightly heavy, it should be but light as a butterfly, for I am betrothed.
Yea, Lady Guinevere, for I did hear such news. The
Aye.
king's was speaking about it early this morning.
Aye, early, yes, 'twas before the sun did hang in the sky,
Yea.
or that the moon did still hang.
'Tis an early riser, the king.
Aye, he is.
He gets up for an early morning jog around the property.
Aye, the king gives but a healthy heart.
Aye.
And
Aye.
yea, my heart is healthy too, for though it be not fully full of love, it doth twinge with love.
Lady Guinevere, I have known thee since thou'st were young and I were young.
I now say, Lady Guinevere, methinks, Grandma, do not put the turkey in yet. Methinks the old bird's not dressed.
My father should have him killed, I assure you.
Yes.
In the year.
Since we were young, I did develop a great fondness for you, Lady Guinevere.
And I you. But yea, my fondnesses have moved beyond our minor fondnesses to a...
There was a little major in the minor.
Nay, for thou dost not understand. For the great woodcutter, he is but a man of strength.
Yes.
His name is
Sir Capaldi.
Sir Beaver Capaldi.
Sir Beaver Louis Capaldi.
Beaver Louis Capaldi. For yea, he doth slay the mighty beavers that have taken over the town.
My
Beaver.
lady,
My good
I
sir.
have brought you the carcasses of many a dead beaver.
Oh, my, and thou dost wear one upon your head.
I do. For everything I kill, I wear. So say I, Sir Capaldi. And all that I kill, I bring to you in tribute, and lay at your feet, and put in thy bed.
Nay, I need not that in my bed, but yea, upon this counter I will accept.
You are my most beauteous. I've cut myself with my own axe.
Aye, Beaver. Sir Capaldi, dost thou need a rag? Something to...
No, your beauty will staunch the wounds, my lovely, for we are to be married.
Aye, 'tis true.
I would like to say something.
Speak, Jester, speak.
Yes, make us laugh, Jester.
I know not a joke of this type.
Juggle, then, or put a belt around it. Nay, he did it
right.
before. It was quite entertaining.
I'm feeling very lightheaded.
Balls juggle in the air, so many juggling up there. I wish I didn't have a care in my heart. Balls juggle in the sky, and yet over there, a guy I wish that I could tear apart. But he is much stronger and been here much longer, and so I belong, although I won't be one. She there is dancing, and soon she'll be glancing, and seems that the war's been won. I will not get the girl, I will not own the world, I will not be the man who stands so proud. If only I could say what's in my mind today, and yet I dare not say my true feelings out loud.
What's this, my darling? I'm going to chop his balls. Go on then, juggler. Go on, throw them up in the air.
Oh, all right. There's a man with an axe. I'm sure he's paid his tax, and I know the factor he's got money. He's chopping up these balls and walking through these halls and calling out the calls that are funny. And yet I dream of her, and yet it seems we were not to be teams. No, not there as one, for I cannot get it done. And the war has been won. Good day, milady.
Magnificent. Just look at yourself.
Where am I?
Dead. Yes, your life come to a sad end. For some reason you decided to juggle anvils. Did not end well for you.
I was trying to oppress a girl, but now I've died. Am I in heaven?
You're neither here nor there. You're neither up nor down, nor left nor right, nor front, nor back, nor diagonal. You are in the in-between, as I would like to say. And I am here to offer you once, and once only, the opportunity to give you what you've always wanted. And that is the hand of the fair maiden that you tried desperately to try and win.
Yes, I spent my life trying to win that hand.
Would you like to try your lives? Ooh. Usually people have more of a reaction to that when I say your lives. You seem quite tame. Perhaps I'm using it on the wrong person. Good day.
No, I'd like to try my lives. I'd like to try my lives. I didn't quite understand the grammatical structure. I would like to try my lives.
Right, I do come from a higher plane of existence, and you are from the late 1500s. It would make sense.
What does it take? Are you my spirit guide?
Ah.
I read about you in the great books.
Ah, yes, those scrolls. I remember when they were created. I was a young spirit then. Now I am still a young spirit.
Oh, you're very clever.
Yes, for a 1,000-year-old being, I think I'm doing quite well, thank you.
You're 1,000 years old.
Plus, and then some.
So that means they were created around the year 500. What did they do before that? Look, that's not important, that's just math. Look, what do I have to do?
I can give you the opportunity to live out your life.
But I've done
And another life. And another life.
5 lives?
And another life.
6 lives?
Yes, cats get 9, humans get 6. Dogs get 7, then they go to heaven. As it says in the scrolls.
What do ferrets get?
Ferrets get 10.
As it says in
Because they can bend.
Right, of course. Fine. Well, I've used 1 already. I've got 5 left.
You do have 5 left.
This is my chance. Please, Spirit Guide, what do I do with my lives?
What do you do with your lives?
What do I do with my lives?
That's completely up to you.
Is it true?
Yes. Yes, it is. You can choose what you want with your life. I'll only give you 1 more chance.
1 more chance.
You have a few more lives to capture that sweet romance.
1 more chance.
I can put you right next to her, whatever time it may be.
Whatever time it may
You fight for your life, you make her your wife, and then the whole world will be yours. I could place you at her hip, and you could give her a smile.
Give her a smile.
But be careful, the man that she loves will always be there for a while.
Capaldi be kind.
You must find the way straight into her heart.
Right there
And if you don't, after you find life, your soul will be torn apart. And that means you. Are you up for it? Are you up for it? Are you up for it? Are you up for it?
Yes, I'm up for it. Yes, I'm up for it. Yes, I'm up for it. Yes, I am for it.
Then the world and your love shall be. One moment, one moment. As a being of over 1,000 years, and as my piano player for over thousands of years, we've done this before, haven't we? He's not the first soul that we're trying to find love and romance for, no? I understand. I'm sorry. I've had a long day. I've been awake a long time. I love you.
Yeah.
Yours. That's it. Yours. It's yours. It's yours. Go!
How you doing, Guinevere?
Well, I'm all right. I know there's gold in them thar hills.
Yep.
Everybody done made their way to them thar hills looking for gold.
Yep.
Canning and blasting.
Yeah.
Ain't no gold's been found yet.
Well, how about I go out there and find that gold? I'm a bold man who finds gold.
Well, not to be insulting, but you're not the boldest man I ever did see.
Well, you and I known each other a long time, Guinevere.
That's for
Ever
sure.
since we were little.
Knee-highs to a grasshopper.
Ever since we were knee-high to a grasshopper.
That's tiny.
That's right, exactly. When we were tiny little knee-highs.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are now. We ain't so knee-high no more.
We ain't.
Say, I heard from your pappy that you've done engaged yourself to Louis Capaldi.
That's right. I done got myself engaged to Louis Capaldi, but I didn't know his middle name was Louis.
Yeah, do you know his first name?
Horse.
Horse Capaldi.
He comes from a great horseman family.
Well, that's a coincidence then that his first name is Horse.
Is it really a coincidence?
I guess
Not
they
really.
probably
It kind of
named
goes
him that.
like in line.
Look, Guinevere, I done wanted to say something to you since I was a little
Well, go
tiny
on
child.
then. You hemming and hawing? You need a sassafras?
I'll take a sassafras.
My daddy done inherited this here saloon, and well, now I'm a running it. There's your sassafras.
Thank you.
Go on now.
Line.
What? Really? I must have made that wrong. Maybe I should get you a sarsaparilla instead.
No, I don't need it. I don't need no drink to say what I need to say to you, Guinevere.
Well, all right then.
And unless someone busts through them double swinging doors right now, I'm gonna say it to you.
Well, horse is up there panning for gold. Horse!
Louis Capaldi.
Also known as Horse to me. Nay, I can't believe you're here.
Just came back from the jail, darling.
My.
You look finer than a cactus in bloom. Brought in some cattle rustlers.
Oh.
Yep, that's right. I've been rustling cattle over in Wyoming.
You've been rustling cattle?
Yeah, I'm a cattle.
Ah! Oh no, horse!
You done shot right near my foot.
Because you're a cattle rustler. That's a bad thing.
Oh, my bad.
There you
You know what
go.
I do with cattle rustlers around here?
Take it easy,
What's
horse.
that, Capaldi?
Oh, I ain't gonna take nothing easy.
Capaldi.
I'm the sheriff.
Ah! That's right. You pointed with a finger at me. I shoot it off again.
Horse, quit it now.
No.
Come on, he's nearly a part of my family from years and years ago.
Well,
We were knee-highs to grasshoppers.
when you got a bad bit of bacon, you cut it off and throw it away. When you got a bad bit of cow, when part of the cow is bad, you just chop it off. When you got a bad family member, you just cut it out.
Don't worry, I'll be out of this town before nightfall, all right, Capaldi?
No, you'll be out before nightfall.
That's what I said, Capaldi.
I'm sorry. You won't be at my wedding. I'm awful sorry about that, but I gotta make my choices. And it's either a horse or whatever you.
That's right. If you want something to ride, are you gonna choose cow? That would be a real dumb choice right now. If you wanna get somewhere, you wanna get there fast. You want a stallion that's gonna last. You want a horse, you want a horse. You want a man who's a course like a horse. You want a horse, yeah, you want a horse. You want a man that is just like a horse.
Well, if you want a man who's got strong, strong legs, he'll stand tall and no one will he bear. If you want a man who's good with a gun, this is my number one.
You want a horse? I wish there was a horse. You want a horse? You want a horse? You want a horse? You want to ride a man like a horse?
I don't know if I want to do that.
Oh, sexy in that last line. I thought that it was just fine. Something about riding a horse there. What else are you gonna do with a horse? Do you want a horse? You want a horse? I'll never ever be a, no, I'll never be a horse. You want a horse? I'll never ever be a horse. You wanna get right out on that horse and ride him all night? Maybe there's a bed involved. You want a horse?
You did try your best.
I've tried several times now. I was in the Depression. I was in the gold rush.
You thought you were in the Depression, but perhaps you will be soon.
It just doesn't seem to be working. I've only got 2 lives left.
Ah, that is true. That is true. But what is life if not one well lived with your love? Hey?
I'm ready to give up.
Don't give up. I'm your spirit guide. Don't give up. Don't give up. Remember
Yes?
that the world can be yours. Think about what you want. Think about everything. Think about what that man has that you do not have. Think about how you can take from him and learn about yourself.
I don't know that I need 2 lives left. I think I know what I need to do.
You do?
I think so.
What?
Please stop blotting my cheek and making me weak. For I must be strong now, please just stand by my side. That's right, this ride is gone just a little too long now. I think that all I have to do is speak my mind. I think that all I have to do is just rewind and tell her I love her. Tell her that I'm her man. I'll tell her I love her for centuries, that's the plan. I'll tell her I need her here, so dream of her now. I've tried for my lifetimes, but now somehow I love her, and I'm her man. That's what I have to do.
That is what you have to do.
It's scary. It's scary to say what one feels.
It is, but it's what's necessary. If I didn't say how I felt, Juno and I would not be in the great relationship that we're in.
You're in a relationship.
I love you. Speaking your mind is the most important part of this. Like any communication. Do you want candy?
Yes.
Well, thank you for telling me. Here's candy. I would not have known.
Then I'll tell her I love her.
Juno!
You have to make it higher? No. Do it. Go up even higher, Juno. I'll tell her I love her. Tell her I love her. I'll tell her I love her. And that's always been my plan. You'll hit on that high note, a C, and it seems to be. It once was an A flat. Give or take, maybe that. But now I will say out loud that she is the girl for me.
$1992.
Guinevere,
Huh?
do you recognize me? Of course you don't, but you have known me for lifetimes. We were in the Great Depression together. We were in the Gold Rush. I think we were in like the 1500s in England. We were Huns.
I didn't see that part.
No, you didn't. And yet we were, for lifetimes I have traveled to this moment.
Well, interesting you say that, because this bar is about to close, so if you're going to want a beer, we're going to make it moving along. It
I'll
seems
have
like
a
you
beer.
got something to say. Okay.
That's it, enough.
That's it?
I only like the
It's
head.
all head.
I'm vegan.
I'm not sure what that has to do with it, but
I can't eat meat or dairy.
neither of those things are in that beer.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, my son walks along the back wall once in a while.
You have a son?
I have 7 of them. He likes to dress up a little different sometimes. It's just a phase.
I had
I'm a businessman.
Okay.
I've written you a poem.
Well, you better get to it, mister, because time is tick-tocking. You understand?
Yes, this is a poem for you. Dumpty Trumpty. Tonight it's all ice and stone. Way out of line.
Look, you're talking a lot of nonsense here. I'm waiting for Rock. He's my Rock.
Rock?
Yeah, Rock. It's his first name. Rock.
Does his middle name happen to be Lewis?
I don't know
Last
his
name
middle-
Capaldi?
I don't know his middle name. There he is.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
Making Denny's run.
Okay, I would love a chicken fried steak. Chicken fried. It's.
Babe, that was too many types of food in one order.
It's steak, but it's chicken fried.
No, too complicated.
Okay, how about eggs?
Okay, I think I can do that.
That sounds good.
Capaldi, you and I have met before as well.
Yeah?
Many times. Once you tried to shoot my finger off.
I mean, that sounds like me, but I don't remember exactly.
You two are engaged, am I right?
That's right.
Right.
To be married?
That's the way it works.
I have thoughts about that, but I'll share them momentarily.
Well, you
You know
better
what?
because the clock is tick-tock, tick-tocking.
You know what I have thoughts about?
What?
The matriarchal Macedonians.
What?
What about them?
That is a huge word, Rob. I don't understand what you're talking
One
about.
thing I know to sound smart.
Matriarchal
Don't
Macedonia.
ask me anything else about them. What?
Minoan.
Oh, crap, I screwed it up.
Get to Denny's. It's all right. You gotta get to Denny's.
What do you want?
Eggs.
Oh, that's too complicated.
How about water? Frozen water? Ice?
No, let's just stick with plain old water. Nice to meet you, whoever you are. Guy from my past that I can't remember.
Good luck with the upper body paralysis.
I said it's closing time. I'm happy to get you another beer, but it's time to wrap it up.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is time.
Yeah, I'm tired.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, here goes my heart. Clip-clop, clip-clop, now's the time it must start. Dreams I dreamed and I've dreamed of it now. Here I stand here and holy cow, before you go by Louis Capaldi, oh just call me and let him fly. Before you go by Louis Capaldi, just call me and let that baldy fly. How many times I've tried to say it, how many times I've dreamed of here, how many times I've tried to put this in raps. But they call you mother, yes, and I think now I confess and put those dice in your pocket. We're tired of your craps before you go by.
Louis Capaldi?
Try me, just one try, before you go by.
Louis Capaldi.
Just one chance
For romance,
one last dance.
I'll take this chance.
Give me a try.
Oh, this isn't Denny's. Oh.
Rock, I can't marry you. I know it's sudden and I'm a mother to 7 children, but I can't marry you. Something from my deep insides, maybe my kidney or liver is pulling me to him.
Yes, for lifetimes I've been waiting for this moment.
I don't understand why, but it feels right.
It feels right because we were meant to be.
I don't understand it. I don't need to question it. I don't need to know. I know what I feel. I feel it's right.
Isn't it perfect? Julio.
Oh.
I did it again, didn't I?
If I wasn't paralyzed from the waist up, I think I would feel heartbroken. But I am paralyzed from the waist up, so I don't feel anything. It's like inside of me is dead. No music whatsoever.
No, there is music.
There is music.
Where one dreams of music and there is none, there is, and yet it takes everyone.
Oh,
And there's music again.
it's like all I wanted for Christmas was electricity, and there it was.
I'm ready to take that step. Wherever love takes me.
Yes, wherever love takes us.
Just
As long as there's love, we don't need music. Please, if you've ever loved before, now's your chance. Can you please give us this? Love, 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 love.